Alright, so here we go. Recording and started. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Hope everybody is well. Lafia che. Wish you the best of luck for the new year. Hope everything's going great the way it is going for me. There's been a lot of work, a lot of spiritual work, initiation, ceremonies, and still at it. I love it. This is what I do. If you do something in your life that you love, you will never work one day of it. Alright, so here we go. We were saying over here on Facebook, talking about different subjects we should start hitting and stuff like that, because I really want to do some videos for you guys. I appreciate you and I want to keep you happy. So I did put it inside a little glass bowl and I picked up 2-3 papers. So I'm just going to throw a little something out right now for the 15 minutes on this thing, because I am not going to sit here for a whole hour speaking into a mic. It just don't feel right. So let's go with hauntings. There's people that has problems. And some people say that they crazy and they this and that because they feel certain things on them. They feel things touching them. They're not happy with themselves. They can't sleep at night. They see shadows passing by. And there's a reason for that, which I'll go on in later on. And then, you know, people say, no, this person is crazy and this and that. But 80% up to, I'm a dare to even say up to 90% of the time, the people that are going through this are not crazy. It's just people that weren't taught to believe in certain things and the reality of the truth of spiritualism out there. Everybody is born with a spiritual gift, a frame, just that no one is alike, you know? Like there's people that say, oh, this is the twins, or this is the same spiritual frame as mine. No, none of them is ever alike. Everybody's born with their own spiritual frame, and each one of us got a gift to work a certain dimension, a certain gifts. Some of them have the gift to hear, the gift of sight, the gift to dream the visions. Excuse me. The gift to possess them, see, whatever. There's many different ways to do divination through your spiritual frame and gift you have. But anyway, yeah, the hauntings, when it comes into hauntings, when people go hauntings, it's more spirits that get earthbound and start taunting people. And you know, this is a sad issue because, you know, and hardly nobody wants to believe in this. You go to a doctor office and you tell him, oh, my cousin is seeing things, he needs spiritual help, whatever. He's seeing things. What they're going to do is lock him up in the mental home and give him drugs, get him hooked up on all these psychosis drugs and things like that. And even then, it's not going to help them because they're going to continue seeing things and seeing things even more, and that's when they're really going to become crazy. So, guys, anybody that you hear or see that they say, oh, they got hauntings or whatever, help them, you know. At least y'all have somewhat of a understanding of this situation and how it works, you know. Cleansings are very important. I know somebody put on my Facebook post, I can't get to my phone right now, but I believe it was something towards that they needed help to get rid of this spirit or entity or deity, because I don't know what it is, because I haven't done a reading on the person. So that's why readings are very important, to know what's going on. But normal things that y'all could do if y'all can't afford readings, or you just don't want to go to another person, because come on, nowadays anybody is a spiritual worker. Every day I see a new spiritual worker, so-called spiritual worker, popping up on YouTube, Facebook, Spreaker, I don't know what else is out there. And like I said, once you know this and you become a professional at this, with the first couple of sentences and lines that a person say, you know if they have true knowledge and what has to do with the spiritual world. So basically, you could do simple things as this is let me see. Okay, you could use something. Start off with something as small as using the rice water. You know, you grab white rice and you put in a bowl of water, raw white rice, and you put in water and you wash it out in there, and then that water is going to turn into like a milky color. That water that turns into a milky color is what the person is going to use to take a bath for the 8 days. Okay, and this bath, you know, they have bitter, sweet baths and this and that. This is a bath that's safe to take because it's more for tranquility, to dispel of evil and to bring peace and clearness into a person's mind. Um, and you could pray to the spiritually to La Virgen de Mercedes and take those 8 baths with this water. And at the end of the 8 baths, I want you to take the rice that's actually was used inside the bowl and pass it over your body and throw it into different locations for the birds to come eat it and take it away. Little things like this will help to break down, a bad situation. I'm not saying that that's going to take it all away right then and there, but it's a start, and you're not paying nobody a dollar, a dime, and maybe you don't have a dollar, a dime, so this is something that can help you out. Also, simple things like putting a glass cup of waters with the egg white. I spoke about this many times. It's really good to do that. And then in the corners of the house, in the entrance of the house, simple things like that, and you have the incense that you could put out. Like I like using the garlic peel. That when there's a possession, a haunting a person's house, I like to use the garlic peel. I know not because they say vampire, it takes vampires away, and all that bullshit. It's just that the garlic has a spirit of its own that's good to repel evil. I will use that and put some frankincense and myrrh in there. But then I'm using fula and other stuff, But don't get confused. I'm going to do it one way because I'm already initiated priest and I have the knowledge to do certain ceremonies to bottle up these spirits and get them out your way. Which I don't recommend anybody to do if they don't have the proper teachings or ceremonies done on them. You could do spiritual prayers, like in the book of Allan Kardec. They have the the prayer of obsessive spirits and enemies of the spiritualism and stuff like that. Those are beautiful prayers to do to help get away and push away somewhat, or either piss them off. That spirit that's haunting you and taunting you until you get to the point that you could get the proper help that you need. So hauntings kind of suck, especially if you don't know what you're doing or getting into or believe in it, because there's a lot of crazy things that happen. I'm going to give you a little story here, a short clip of a story. Let me see if I even remember it right. It was for, how you call that thing, Holy Week, Semana Santa. So in that week is when most of Palero Judíos and people that work the dark magic do their spell work to hurt people and whatnot. So anyway, long story short, I was in this lady's house. So I'm having drinks there, whatever, hanging out with my cousin and my girlfriend at the time and whatever the case may be. And out of the blue, this lady just started going up and down in her bed, and the mother started screaming, "Oh, help, help, blah, blah, blah." It was crazy. And then you see the eyes sinking, it was some crazy thing. It's something that you had to see to believe. But I was just hanging out in the back porch, having drinks. I was actually laughing, being a fool, and talking to, I believe, my brother. I think it was my brother I was talking to. I don't recall exactly because it was a couple of years back. But anyway, this girl started bugging out, and then just like the movies, that walking all weird and trying to run out the house and stuff like that, but it wouldn't get next to me. And I will be peeping, and I could already feel, because the atmosphere changes when there's a real spirit or a dead entity in the home, because it get like kind of like feel moist, humid, thick. Just the energies is just crazy. You feel sick and stuff like that. So I already see it, so I'm smiling. And then the lady that's possessed was trying to go through the back door, but I was in that back porch. And when she saw me, she would hide. So she'll try to go the other way and run into the woods. So then the people grabbed her, whatever the case may be, and then I told them to let her go. And that's when I did the patipemba on the ground. I did some stuff, because I always have empaca in my car, and certain things I always carry that kind of stuff. And I even got a sign hanging from my car. So when she went running into the woods, I'm still there in the balcony, the porch, whatever you call it, the deck, and I'm doing my stuff there. And then I start calling it in with the mambos, and the mambos are the songs of palo. So I'm cucando the spirit. That's throwing the puya, the spirit to come. And the spirit comes dragging itself out of the woods, dark woods at nighttime. There was even a full moon. I know it sounds crazy, but it's pretty cool. I love it. Then that lady got right there in front of the back on top of the thing, whatever the case may be. We're going back and forth in tongue language. and I bottled the spirit there, and the next day we followed through with certain ceremonies, and well, thank God she came out okay. Now she lives, I believe, in Fort Lauderdale, and she's doing great. She has a husband, her kids, and everything, beautiful kids. And then I didn't know nothing about her, so I was basically tricked to go over there and hang out. And afterwards, they told me the problems that was going on with this lady that went through that in her house. Things was falling out the cabinets. The kids were going nuts. They were getting sick, ill. The TV would pop, like some crazy thing out the movies. And one of my aunts were there for that, and she didn't want to tell me nothing to the end. And yeah, it was kind of nuts. So yeah, this is a serious situation that you have to deal with, and learn how to defend yourself in life. The same way you have to learn how to defend yourself in the street if somebody attacks you. You have to be ready for spiritual attacks. Unfortunately, in this world, there's a lot of envy, hate. People don't want you to get ahead, or bother them, Then in your face, they'll smile and hug you, and behind your back, they don't give a crap about you, or they want to take your property, and this and that. That's how come in these villages, and even in the concrete jungle, and out here, everywhere. There's always going to be people that's not going to want to see you get ahead. There's always going to be people that's going to want you down and out. There's somebody that's going to always want your wife or your husband. Somebody's always going to want to be you. And unfortunately, those believe it or not, those are, how you call it, entities too. The envy, evil, the bad tongue, all that all those isobos have a energy there, and you have to learn how to manipulate these energies to work for you and to get the hell away from your side and go back to the person that's throwing it, or just get rid of it, So yeah, hauntings is kind of crazy. There's different divisions of hauntings, different steps of it, like the poltergeist type way. Just some spirits that just need light and prayer, and some of those that get obsessive and start biting you, and you start waking up with bruises and stuff like that, and people don't even realize, like, why I'm waking up with so many bruises? I got scratches on my back, I got bite marks on me. These are all spiritual attacks. These are all spiritual attacks that could come from anywhere, from this dimension or the other. That's how come readings are very important, and follow through with the cleansings and stuff that the readings say, at least the cleansings, But then again, nowadays, you get a reading, people are going to want to throw 50 million things at you, and it's really up to you what you're going to use and what not use. But I always recommend to do your cleansings, remember, and make sure the person you're going to knows their herbs and everything. Just because somebody has Osain, don't mean that they are Osainita. They're just Osainita by title, or they don't know crap about herbs. And you could tell with the first couple of letters, words that come out their sentence and stuff like that. So I'm hitting at the 1 minute mark around there. So yeah, I'll get deeper into this in another segment, and I'm gonna start doing the videos where I could show you some of those sweetening spells. But before we do sweetening spells in the videos, I want to do a podcast on it, because I want you to know what you're getting into before you start trying to tie people for the hell of it, and it's not good, because you end up having the bad end of the stick at the end of the day. So yeah, and in hauntings too, you're gonna see there's gonna be people that fear, arguments, different visions, feelings. It's just crazy. So yeah, try that bath that I just said, with the white of the water of the rice, and that white milky substance that come out of it, the starch or whatever it is. You're gonna clean yourself with that, and that's gonna help you out, and it's free. You got it in your kitchen cabinet. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. I hope everybody's well, and any questions you could get me at tataoriate@gmail.com or www.tataoriate.com, or just look me up on YouTube through Tataoriate, and my Facebook and whatever other places you find. I'm going to sleep because I have to bury something now, and I have to wake up early. It's going to be a long day getting ready for these people that's coming through. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. I love you, I love you guys. Happy New Year's.